You're watching Let the Quran Speak. Now we answer questions we've received from you, our viewers. If you have a question yourself, please visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. Okay, Brother Shabir, the first question we have here is about the word love. And the person is asking, does the word love exist within the Quran?
Yes, there are two words which we can mention here from the Quran. One is hub, meaning love, and one is wud, which means love as well. Let's take this last one first. The Quran says that God is Ghafurul Wadud. He is forgiving and He is loving. And the Quran also says that God will place love in the hearts of those who follow the prophets of God. So this is something that is mentioned in the Quran again and again. The word hub, meaning love as well, is mentioned several times in the Quran. For example, it says in Surah 3, verse 31, if you love God, then follow the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So that calls for a response of love from the part of the believer.
All right. Here's another question. This is a person married just by Canadian law, and they're wondering, is the marriage considered halal?
You see, the two things here. One is the technical requirement of marriage. Usually what is technically required of a Muslim marriage is fulfilled by most, the laws of most developed countries, including the law of Canada. You have to, the marriage has to be something done publicly, not secretly. It cannot be a secret liaison between two persons. This is now, it gets some kind of official sanction. So this is really brought public rather than private between the two persons. So the signing of the contract means that there is an offer and there is an acceptance, which is the basic stipulation of the Muslim marriage. Usually the man must give a gift to the woman, and often this is done by, let's say, the exchange of a ring, for example. In this sense, when the marriage is done in a civil court, that is also an Islamic marriage, technically. But the Islamic marriage also includes things which we know to be sunnah, or the usual practice of Muslims. And we do insist that Muslims must fulfill that as well. But if a Muslim didn't fulfill that, then technically the legal marriage is also an Islamic marriage.
So if they wanted to divorce, they would also have to do so Islamically?
Well, if one went through, that's the other side of it. If one went through a legal divorce, then one technically has divorced Islamically as well, because again, they have fulfilled the basic requirement of an Islamic divorce.
And the children would be considered legitimate children who are produced from this union?
Yes, I should add that there are certain things which are not necessarily religious per se. And in that case, Islam just simply accepted these things. You might give an Islamic coloring to the thing by, adding the name of God, mentioning the Sunnah of the Prophet, peace be upon him, reciting certain formulas, especially in the Arabic language, traditional formulas. So there's a kind of an Islamic coloring that is given to an existing practice. But marriage has been there before Islam. People were marrying for generations. Now, when the message of Islam was first preached in Arabia, there were already people married. They were married as non-Muslims before they became Muslims, and they were not asked to renew their marriage vows to make that somehow Islamic. The fact that they were already married is just simply assumed also after they have embraced Islam. And to this day, if both the husband and wife embrace Islam, it is considered that they are still married and there is no need for them to renew their vows. So that shows that the non-Islamic marriage, if you want to call it this way, the marriage prior to the people becoming Muslims, is still recognized within the Islamic faith.
All right. Very interesting. Thank you for that, Brother Shabir.
You're welcome.
And that's all the time we have. For updates and additional information, please visit our website, www.quranspeaks.com. And write to us, because your comments and questions help guide the show. I'm Sophia Ali. For all of us here at Let the Quran Speak, thank you for watching. I'll see you next week.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.